Well, happy Record Store Day, everyone. Almost Record Store Day Eve. How does that sound? Greetings from the Wasteland. And I'll tell you what, we are just thoroughly excited about this year's Record Store Day. And we're not the only ones who are thoroughly excited about this. For this now, we're going to go live outside the store and say hi to some of the most diehard of the diehard fans there are out there. Yes. Hey, guys. Woo! We have a line has already begun as of 6 p.m. Eastern here. You guys stay warm out there. Thank you for being here. I'll tell you what, is nothing beats a Record Store Day fan, and the folks here at the Wasteland are indeed a hearty bunch. So if you're planning on getting in line, you know, you're at least in place number 3 or 4 there, 2 or 3. I'm sorry, as we look out there. So we have got a busy night, and we're heading into our annual preview of the Record Store Day stuff. But before that, we're going to get to lots of cool stuff in a bit. I would like to introduce and welcome to Radio Wasteland one time. You guys may remember James the Younger visiting us all the way from Lackland Air Force Base in Texas. He's back home on leave. I'd like to say that he came home just for Record Store Day, but you didn't.
No, I'm here to describe the albums and then not be
That's it. He was he'll be here, but he showed up for his birthday the other day. So there we go. So a little quick rundown for tonight. We'll do a couple of quick hellos, but we're not going to take a lot. Jeff saying woohoo from out there, and happy RSD Eve, as well as Dr. James Samuel Smith. Record Store Day indeed. And Ann says hi to James. So I'll tell you what, guys, it is just a blast. We're going to toss this back up there and cover you up a little bit. Getting ready for Record Store Day. So what we'll do tonight on this special live broadcast is go through all of our stuff for tomorrow that we've got, and just run down the numbers that we have, which doesn't seem like a lot, but we do have some decent stuff. We'll talk about the rules for tomorrow and everything else that's going to be going on. But first, we need to chat a little bit about a post I made on Facebook not too long ago, if I can find it here. Apparently, I got rid of it. Anyhow, we'll talk a little bit about the Taylor Swift release. We have, and this is kind of a direct copy from a couple of the other record stores we'd seen here in Michigan. They made a couple of posts about this, and there is just a absolutely overwhelming demand for this 7-inch release from Taylor Swift. Here at our store, we have taken over the past couple days dozens of phone calls asking about it. Somebody even came into the store today asking for it, and they're unfamiliar with how Record Store Day works. So what we've done is kind of made a decision, kind of keying off of who was that that did that? It was Underground Sounds down in Ann Arbor. Because of the tremendously limited amount of these that we have, and we have 8 of them, we are going to raffle them off. Now, that is because a lot of, and I've talked about this on the show, our record show before, a lot of Taylor Swift fans are coming into record stores for the first time. That was why she was chosen as the ambassador for these. So they're not, a lot of these new people are not familiar with Record Store Day or how those work. And just because there's so many coming for so few of these records, we thought it best to say you don't have to stand in line all night long and then run the risk of not getting one of these. I know that that's a lot of you regular RSDers do this and you enjoy it and it's a lot of fun, but for new folks coming in, that may be a little disheartening. So the way we're going to work this is that if you are here only, or you're planning on coming in or standing in line for only the Record Store Day release of the Taylor Swift 7-inch, you can come in anytime between when we open at 8 a.m. until we said 3 p.m. and drop your name in a special drawing for one of our copies. Now, I'll ask that just the folks that really want, I mean, you can put in for it if you want one of them, but this way, the folks that really want this have an equal chance, and they won't be outside like a lot of our diehards are out there right now. So hopefully this is okay. We're going to try to get that word out a little bit more. So if you are, again, here only for Taylor Swift, this is the only release we're going to do this for. If you're looking for any of the other ones, take your chances in line. But for this one, in the special circumstances, we're going to do this raffle drawing. I think it's just the best. We had a little discussion. It's probably the best all the way around way to do this. So hopefully you folks understand. And if you're here just for the Taylor Swift, yeah, you still have to buy it, by the way. So it's not a free raffle. It is a free raffle. We're not going to charge you to enter in for a chance to buy this. We're not some flipper on eBay selling this for 10 grand, which is happening. But no, it's a free raffle. You can put your name in for free. You still have to buy it for the list price of $15 in tax. So don't think you're getting it for free. You're not. You're just getting a chance to get it. Wow. We'll have words when this is all done about the way that this was handled. 10,000 of those were pressed, and it still wasn't enough to meet the demand for all the record stores. So again, I think this is going to be just the best way to do it. Bill made it. Pat is saying hi both to the gyms. Nikki is raining. It's stopping. You guys are tough. You're tough out there. Asking how many we have. As we mentioned, we have 8 of these. 8, and I'm guessing we're going to have a few more than 8 put in. So again, we are going to do a drawing for 8 copies of Taylor Swift. 8 people will get it. You don't have to be here in line overnight. You can come in anytime between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. and then we'll draw the Taylor Swift winners and contact them from then, and you can come and buy them. All right. That being said, we are opening at 8 a.m. tomorrow. And as you saw, there is already a lineup outside, and it is raining, isn't it, Kim? Starting to sprinkle a little bit, so they're tough out there. If you are coming to get in line, please be aware that it's a little Michigan weather outside, so plan accordingly. What will happen for all of you who are in line overnight, whenever you get here now, or if you get here at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m., I will be here. James, you coming in 5? No. I will be here at 5 a.m. at which time I'll pass out numbers to people in line. That is your placeholder. If you're first in line, you get number 1. Nikki gets number 2. Jeff's the 1, and so on and so forth. And we'll pass out those numbers to those in line. At 8 a.m. when we open the doors, we'll take those numbers in order, and you'll come in and get your choice. Now, you can buy as many RSD releases as you'd like, but you only get 1 copy of each release. That's going to be the fair way to do it. That helps alleviate some of the flippers as well. So we think that's probably just the best way to go. So giveaways. The first few folks in the door, purchase of Record Store Day stuff. We have got the cool dog fish head poster. This year's poster is really neat. We do have some extra copies of our Record Store Day poster for those that want them. And with RSD purchase as well, we're going to give out, while supplies last on the posters, it's a canvas record store bag from the Record Store Day folks. And then there's lots of other incidental stuff too. We've got some Taylor Swift buttons. We'll make sure all of the Swifties who get one get a button, but we'll have a few extras of those. Yeah, they sent us a bunch of buttons, but not enough vinyl. Also on hand, we have copies of the Record Store Day book. The paperback runs for $20, and the hardcover edition is $50. We've got I think 3 copies of this and 5 copies of the book for those that want the history of Record Store Day.
Isn't it its 15th anniversary this year?
Yes.
It is its 15th anniversary. Now for the biggie. Yes, we are doing some giveaways here as well. We've teased this earlier in the week. The big grand prize giveaway for everybody, and the number you get in line, by the way, you write your name and phone number on there so we can call you. That is your ticket to enter to win one of 2 goodies. We are giving away a pair of Limp Bizkit tickets from their Still Sucks tour coming up on May 19th at the Dow Events Center in Saginaw. A big thank you to the folks at the Dow Events Center for giving us a couple of tickets to give away to you folks, and hopefully you can enter to win. We will draw the name for this at the end of the day, 6 o'clock, and contact the winner. Now we'll draw 2 names. The first place winner gets their pick of the Limp Bizkit tickets, 1 pair, free of charge, no entry to in, or a giant Jack White poster. That's the one you see on the screen there from his new album, Fear of the Dawn. The second place winner gets whatever the first place winner doesn't want. So you can get a chance at Limp Bizkit or the big Jack White. So some very cool collectibles. We'll also have other little giveaways throughout the day as well. So did I cover all of them?
I think so.
Entry is free of charge. You do not have to worry about paying anything to enter, and we'll give those away. We covered the rules. And because those of you who follow the store on a regular basis know that we normally do vinyl drops, vintage vinyl and new vinyl on Friday. We did not do one of those today because I've been holding out on you. There is going to be a mega vinyl drop tomorrow morning when we open the doors and all of the record store day stuff is there. You are going to see a pile of fresh vintage vinyl out there. The video for that will drop immediately following our live tonight, so you can watch it. There will be no holds or reserves based on the video. You can check with us later in the day to see if we have some stuff left, but your first come, first serve on the vintage vinyl as well. And by the way, not just vintage vinyl, there's going to be some unofficial titles thrown in there as well. So, and there's some, I'm not going to lie to you, there's some heavy hitters in this vintage vinyl stuff. I mean, some big stuff. So vintage vinyl drop tomorrow, RSD tomorrow. All of it happens at 8 a.m. and the video for that will drop tonight. Let's see. What's that? Oh, yeah. Because of that, too, in the morning, it's really busy. We will not be answering the phone. We will not be answering messages on Facebook or Instagram until things slow down, usually about noon or so. So if you call to ask if we've got Taylor Swift, we're not going to answer the phone between 8 a.m. and 12 noonish. So that will take us there. Forget the Limp Bizkit. Give away that ladder. The ladder was a popular post. It's a good call, Scott. We'll get on that. Laura, how many of the dogfish? I think we've probably got about 40 or 50 of the dogfish head. So those should last for a little while. So those we've got a little bit of. And ooh la la from Mr. Joe Pesh. Okay. Well, I think we have got that covered. I'm looking at this. It's time to look at Record Store Day goodies. And let's start with, where'd that Taylor Swift one go? Because I almost forgot about this. Before all of the hoopla with the demand started, I actually, if you guys can believe this, managed to get a personal message for Radio Wasteland from none other than Taylor Swift. How exciting is that? Here it is. Check this out, guys.
But hi, so I have some stuff I wanted to talk to you about today, and there's a lot.
Sorry. I could not resist because Record Store Day rickrolled us this year, didn't they? They're unhappy out there. All right. One of the best releases coming out. Forget Taylor Swift. We have got Rick Astley's Whenever You Need Somebody for this coming up. Yes, you were just RSD rickrolled. So all right. There are a couple of other 7 inches out there. We've got a copy of Blondie. Oh, one other thing. Please assume that we have only 1 or 2 copies of all of these that we're showing you, unless I tell otherwise. So we did well this year. We got a lot of stuff, but we only got little numbers of a lot of stuff. So again, all of the stuff we're going to show you, please assume that there are only 1 or 2 copies of each, unless I tell you that we have more. How's that? So with that being said, there's 1 copy of the Blondie. We have got about 5 of the Foo Fighters and 3 of the Vince Guaraldi baseball theme, Charlie Brown stuff. So box set wise, got a few box sets. Chicago at Carnegie Hall, April 9th, 1971. This is I think it's a recreation. It looks like a 3 or 4 LP set. Don't know if the huge poster is in there. We have got 2 copies of this to go.
Grateful Dead, 50th anniversary European 72 tour. Very, very colorful in there.
For you Deadheads, there's only 1 box set of the Dead to go around. And then the Doors, LA Woman Sessions. This is a lot of big stuff. Price tag on this is $80, and we've got 2 copies of the Doors release. It looks to be a 4 LP set with a lot of demos and lots of extra goodies in there. So, okay, onward to the big stuff. Here we go. Let's kind of zip through these. 1 copy of the Academics Community Spirit. This is an EP celebrating 15 years. I am unfamiliar with this. Know anything about them?
Nope.
Okay, then.
Alice in Chains EP. Oh, has side A and side C.
This is going to be a big one. Let me turn that down just a little bit. The Alice in Chains is going to be a big release. I think we've got about 6 or 7 copies of this. That's going to be a high demand one. So for you Alice in Chains fans, also we'll think I think it is a first. So, or an exclusive. So we'll have these while they last, and I think it's like 6 or 7 copies of the Alice in Chains. The Allman Brothers Band, Cream of the Crop, 2003. It's a highlights of this tour. It's an older version of the Allman Brothers Band. I think there's 2 copies of that to go around.
And what's Record Store Day without America? We got this one, which is Alternates and Rarities, and
America's Greatest Hits. This is History. Now, the History, there are 2 different versions of History. I believe one is a blue vinyl and one is a white vinyl. And being Friday Music, they didn't tell us which one's which, so we're going to have to track them down. We'll do that before tomorrow and make sure that we've got them. So if you want the blue vinyl copy or the white one, we'll hopefully by then know which is which.
This one's on green vinyl.
And the America Alternates and Rarities is on green vinyl. Rare and unreleased tracks from the vaults, 1971 through 76. 2 copies of each of those, and I think I've got 2 or 3 of the America other one as well.
Asia picture disc.
Picture disc of Asia is half-speed mastering. That doesn't have. Is that Heat of the Moment on there? No, this looks like it's something new-ish. Newer. Yeah, it's newer Asia. 3 copies of that.
Wow.
Bad Company live in 1979. This is a biggie. A lot of folks asking about this. I think we've got 4 or 5 copies of this to go around. It is a classic lineup of Paul Rodgers, Mick Rouse, Boz Burrell, and Simon Kirke from 1979 doing some live Bad Co.
Sarah, I don't know how to
Bareilles.
Sarah Bareilles.
Bareilles, yes, Little Voice.
A Little Voice. Okay, 1 copy of that. Again, these smaller runs, we just have 1 copy of. Middle Eastern Soul of Carly Records. The, I don't even know, Soran Barayan. Someone requested it, so here we have it. 1 copy of Middle Eastern Soul.
Poison.
No, it's Belle Biv. It's not Poison. It's Belle Biv DeVoe. Belle Biv DeVoe.
Oh.
Poison. So I think there's 2 or 3 copies of that.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Let me talk about this one. This is a fun one here. And we only got 2 copies of it, and that's why I'm not keeping one. This is Charlie Benante and Friends doing Moving Pictures. And you see the baseball theme on there. These are covers of Rush tunes, Subdivisions, Red Barchetta, Free Will, La Villa Strangiato, and YYZ. You know, I know all the lyrics to YYZ.
Yeah, so do I.
All right. It's an easy one. So 2 copies of that. I'm going to try to get more because I didn't get one from my collection. That's how much we think of you guys here.
Black Label Society.
Black Label Society, Alcohol Fueled. Probably about 4 copies of that, I think.
How much know about that?
A couple of David Bowie's. Oh, I forgot the 10-inch the 10 inches in there too. Thank you. A couple of different Bowie releases. One is David Bowie Brilliant Adventure EP. Record Store Day exclusive. Looks like there's early versions of Johnny Download and such. So some cool stuff. There's a David Bowie 10-inch, the very spooky looking toy EP, but that's a 10-inch.
Along with this, Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill. We just missed 420 the other day. So it's a 420 remixes from Cypress Hill. 2 copies of that. 1 copy of this. So we're a little thin on the Bowie.
Dave Brubeck Trio, live from Vienna, 1967. It's got Joe Morello and Eugene Wright on there, too.
So that's some cool stuff.
Yes, very.
Buena Vista Social Club. I think there's only 1 or 2 copies of that, maybe just 1. Now that I think about it, I got to turn that up a little bit.
It's all I want for Christmas.
It's Mariah Carey. Yep, there's a Mariah Carey release. Her #1 hits. So, yeah, I think that speaks for itself. 3 copies of that to go around.
Belinda Carlisle. The Heaven on Earth tour.
So it's a later Belinda Carlisle. Cool. Record Store Day. We got 1 of those. Nick Cave and the Live Seeds. I'm sorry, the Bad Seeds doing Live Seeds. 1 copy for Mr. Cave, recorded during the 1992-93 Dream Tour. So
Chief Keef, Sorry for the Wait on red, black, and white marble vinyl.
Cool.
I think I saw that.
Move that up in there here.
Not
Childish Gambino. Some folks asking about the Childish Gambino release. First time on vinyl. We have got 2 copies of that to go around for tomorrow. And I think 1 copy of the Jimmy Cliff RSD release, Follow My Mind.
Cold War Kids, New Age Norms. Not very familiar with them, but I've heard some of their music pretty good.
We saw them.
Did we?
They opened up for Weezer, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Big impression. 2 copies of the Cold War Kids. Okay, another big one folks are looking at is Coolio. It Takes a Thief. I think we have got 3 or 4 copies of this one to go around. Coolio's debut studio album, reissue. It is a double LP. No word on the color vinyl in there.
Alice Cooper, Brutal Planets. Yes.
Actually, we've got, I think, 4 of those, but I've got more of those coming next week. So
Cool.
if you run off there. Only one. I'm trying to get more, but the Cranberries, Remembering Dolores. 1 copy of this to go for tomorrow, but I'm trying to get more, but it doesn't look good.
Cure, pornography picture disc.
I think about 4 or 5 of the Cure.
Oops.
From there. Okay. Also some interest in this. Dave Davies, and the album is Kinked. This is on pink and blue double vinyl. And this is, of course, Dave Davies of the Kinks doing... I thought that there was some Kink stuff on here, but it doesn't appear to be. So it's just some stuff from Dave.
Here's a cool one. Def
2
Leppard
copies.
High and Dry picture disc.
You got it upside down.
Do I?
No, you don't. 1 copy, one of the Def Leppard picture discs to go around for tomorrow. Echo and the Bunnymen, B-sides and live, 2001 through 2005. So some later stuff from Echo. And Elton John. Some folks were looking for this. This is the complete Tom Bell sessions. 2 copies of Elton, 1 of Echo.
Everlast, Whitey Ford Sings the Blues. This is a double LP, multiple platinum, Everlast sophomore album.
There we go.
Epsilon
in Malaysian Pale by Edgar. I'm going to get the name wrong. Froese.
Perhaps?
1 copy on digitally mastered greenish vinyl. Oh, thank you for reminding me, Kim. Glass Animals. Another one folks were looking for, a Glass Animals picture disc. This thing was heavily rationed. You're looking at the only copy in the store right now. So Glass Animals, if you're looking for that, that is going to be a quick mover, I think.
Gojira, live at Brixton Academy.
Let's move this around the corner here.
It.
I think you handled it. It's Gojira, the vinyl debut of the 2013 concert. 2 LP set includes a logo etching, limited edition of 8,500 on there.
Kirk Hammett's. You much about him?
Yes. So there's some real cool stuff. Debut solo album, Portals from Kirk Hammett. This is an EP. So it's a 4-song EP. We have got a lot of folks requesting this one. And I think we've got about 6 or 7 copies. So hopefully that will last a little while.
Here's one he's excited about.
I am. I'm kind of happy about this, but I'm not going to get to keep one because we only got 2 copies of it.
Ooh.
This is Jazz Sabbath Volume 2. They did the Jazz Sabbath release. These are jazz versions a la a Spinal Tap storyline of Black Sabbath tunes. So Paranoid,
Snowblind, NIB Black Sabbath.
So I've got the first one, but again, we only have 2 copies of the Jazz Sabbath. That one got knocked down. Joan, Jett and the Blackhearts, as well, acoustic versions. Her first ever acoustic recordings. Don't know how old this one is, but it's acoustic version. You don't really think of Joan Jett's growly vocals behind an acoustic, but there you go.
Judas Priest, red and blue vinyl, 180 gram.
Of Hero.
Yes.
It is a really cool embossed cover. We only have 2 copies of that to go around, so it's a little lax. 1 copy of the Knack live from the House of Blues in 2001, and that was before Doug Feiger died. Grim Reaper took the wrong Feiger, in my opinion. Ouch. Okay, so yeah, 1 copy of the Knack live from 2001, covering, of course, their big hits. LA Guns. We have got 2 copies of the LA Guns Waking the Dead LP. I don't know if it's on any colored vinyl or not, but I mentioned the vintage vinyl drop. There's a biggie from LA Guns in the vintage vinyl drop. Watch for that video after tonight, and you'll see what I mean.
Motorhead, Lost Tapes live in Norwich. High Fidelity live recording.
2 copies of that. Casey Musgraves, a picture disc of Star-Crossed. 1 of these to go around for tomorrow.
Willie Nelson live at Texas Opry House. Live Willie Nelson. Always
Live
good.
Willie. Yep. We just passed 420. Put him with the Cypress Hill. 3 copies of Willie. 2 copies of Willie, I think. 1 or 2 of Stevie Nicks. This is an expanded version of Belladonna, her big breakthrough solo album, alternative takes and soundtrack cuts.
I don't know why there's 2 in here, but you get to hold 1 too.
Oh, there we go. Excellent. I put 2 Offspring.
Offspring, greatest hits.
It's probably because we got 2 of them. or 3. So original pranksters on here.
Yes.
There you go. 1 copy. I'll let you do the next one. 1 copy of Opeth, My Arms, Your Hearse on purple and white swirl vinyl. That'll be a biggie
And
for
now
those that want it.
The album he's most excited for, Peppa Pig, the Peppa's Adventures, the album, record store exclusive.
Of course, don't get that confused with Art Pepper and the jazz meets the rhythm section. 1 copy of Art Pepper to go around and 1 copy of Peppa Pig.
Pixies, live at Coachella.
Oh, cool. What year does it say?
It says 2021 on it.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
Pixies covering Pixie stuff. Is Black Francis on? Yep. Frank Black is on here and Kim Deal. So it's the Pixies. It's real deal stuff.
From their Shrek fame.
It's not Shrek. They were long before Shrek. Sunshine on Lathe, an expanded edition 2 LP. Lots of folks looking for this one. It got rationed, but we've got 3 copies, I think, back there. 3 or 4 copies, so that should go quick. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Unlimited Love. Yet another version of the album they released a couple of weeks ago. There was I believe there was a Speedway gas station variant out there floating too.
What?
I'm joking. No. There's dozens of variants.
Right next to the sushi.
Yeah, this is the Record Store Day exclusive cover with a poster, silver vinyl limited edition. I think we've got 3 of those. Not that I'm digging on Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Lou Reed and Chris Christopherson.
That is a pair I wouldn't have guessed, but yeah, there they are together. That was actually a Black Friday release that got pushed back till now.
From February 2nd, 1994.
Cool. And Lou Reed, I'm So Free, 1971 RCA demos. We've got a copy or 2 of that.
Replacements.
The Replacements. We are the Replacements.
We are?
Unsuitable for airplay. So good thing this is the Lost KFAI concert. So Lost concert recorded in 1981. 1 copy of the Replacements.
Rex Orange County Apricot Princess. Got like a nice Record Store Day logo up top too.
I wonder what that's about.
It's a
That's
sticker.
all. It's a sticker they put on front there.
They put it on very poorly too.
Yeah. So 1 copy of Rex. I know there was a few people looking for that. As is 1 copy of Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers from 1988. Modern Lovers 88.
Rolling Stones, more Hot Rocks.
This is actually kind of cool. They did a release of Hot Rocks last Record Store Day. This is a limited edition glow-in-the-dark vinyl with lithographs on archival paper with the original gatefold art. A little thick, comes in at $55. We've got 1 copy of that to go around. That may be one we can try to get more of, but for now, there's only 1.
Santana, Splendiferous with the psychedelic cover.
And I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with that. We didn't do enough research on it, but it's a vision collection of incredible songs that I feel needed to be shared with the listener's heart. Cool stuff from Santana. Simple Minds live times 5. 5 songs from their first 5 albums live. Recorded in 2012 by the looks of this. It's another thick one, but it is a 3 LP set coming in at $57 on that for Simple Minds. Yeah, thanks. Sleep Token, Sundowning, 1 copy of that for the go around.
St. Vincent, The Nowhere Inn. This is a movie that Katie was talking about. She was telling us about. You remember that?
Nope, I don't.
Of course you don't. I mean to watch it. Trailer was pretty funny. So it's always St. Vincent. St. Vincent's good.
Couple copies of that. Tegan and Sarah, Still Jealous. I think we've got 3 of this to go around. 1 or 2 Peter Tosh pressed on marbled vinyl. Doesn't say what color marble. Double LP set. You want one of these? There we go. Pete Townsend's Deep End, Face the Face on yellow vinyl. 1 copy of this to go around.
From that time they put their entire album on your iPod. U2.
No, which one is this? U2, A Celebration 40th Anniversary. Exclusive 2 previously unreleased tracks. So it's a 2-song celebration, Trash Trampoline and the Party Girl. So there you go, a couple of different versions. Wallows, the single collection. I think we've got 1 of these to go around, as is the Jazz Dispensary Super Skunk. Nifty little die cut cover on that one. 1 copy of that to go out.
Now this one's interesting. This is Doctor Who Dead Air. I think it's like a radio drama, but it's narrated by David Tennant, who's
So not music, huh?
Yes, I think it is a radio drama.
Original audio adventure. So it's a book on tape on record. There we go. Latin Legends Live, a commemorative double vinyl LP. We've got one of these, various artists from some very cool Latin artists.
Panama Soul Gems. This is Hidden Treasures from Panama.
Okay, that's a cool one.
Panamanian music.
Grab those here and let me do that one.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Okay. Portraits of her. We're coming down the end here, folks. Various artists, various female artists. Taylor Swift is on here because, of course, Banks, Princess Nokia, Bully, Girl in Red, Boyish. Wow. Other than Taylor Swift, I don't recognize anybody else on there, but we've got one copy of that. Mommy. Oh, I'm sorry. That's bad. Blue Velvet soundtrack from David Lynch on marbleized blue vinyl. I'd do my Frank Booth impersonation there. Does this have... Okay, I got to talk about this for a second because I got looking at this thinking, okay, that's kind of cool. You know, that very haunting Roy Orbison tune in Blue Velvet gives you goosebumps. This is full of dialogue. And true to David Lynch form, side D is nothing but organ toots and sirens.
Yeah, that expected.
So you jam out, man. I'm listening to some organ toots from David Lynch, man.
Believe it or not, Eraserheads is the most spiritual film. Will he elaborate? No.
There is music on here. Main title, In Dreams, performed by Roy Orbison, is lip synced by Hermione. I'm a mess. You guys are feeling it too. What time are we on? Well, a half hour, not too bad. Punk 45's various artists, DIY or Die. Neon Punk 45's in the UK from 77 through 78, double LP, kind of a cool compilation.
La Dame Rosa Usted 7 Volte.
That is a Bruno Nicoli film. Music by the Red Queen Kills 7 Times. Okay, there it is. 50th anniversary of this. So some very cool sound track music. I think that covers it. The box is empty. Kim's been refiling them. And I believe that is what our offerings are for Record Store Day 2021. Like I mentioned, we got a lot of stuff, but we just have fewer copies of a lot of stuff. If you're joined us late, we talked about Taylor Swift. Please do not forget that we will be, you can hold it up, we will be doing a drawing for the 8 copies of Taylor Swift that we have. No cost to enter, of course, but you do have to pay for the record. That is just to kind of alleviate the tremendous demand that we're getting for that very, very, very limited release. One other final note. Actually, let's do some quick haze on here. How much for the Mariah? Do we know on that? Hang on a second there, Sarah. We'll give you the price on the Mariah. And oh wow, we're a little behind in the comments there. So how much? $36 on the Mariah. Lindsay is excited. Thank you for being here, as well as Corey. Jeff is smiling. Oh, I think that must be the Rick roll in through there as well. Is BJ playing? Nope. Sorry, no Brett tomorrow. We didn't get that set up ahead of time. That's on me. Sorry about that. Okay, question. If you show at 7, yes, you do still get a number. I will pass out numbers in the order. So when I get here at 5 and I pass out numbers to all of the overnighters who are going to go back to their car and take a nap, when you show up, I will come out and give you new numbers that will be in succession. So yeah, if you get here after 5, between 5 and 8, I'll still be passing out numbers. Those are going to be your entry slips for the Limp Bizkit tickets or Jack White as well. So what are we at here? The line, yes, the line has already started, Jordan. And one other question, Motorhead. Yes, we do have Motorhead and Black Label Society. Not very many copies. I think there's only 2 Motorhead, as we said, as well. Tyler is outside. The line is growing as well. Yeah, you're still on there. We can go back out. Oh, yep. Thank you for answering that on there as well. Yep. We'll hand out numbers as we go through, as we said. We're getting another hello, James, from Gary, as well as I'm a mess 45s. We've got one of those. Mr. Rick saying good luck. Thank you. Tiffany saying hi. Hello back to you as well. Good vibes from Jeff. Thank you. Dan. Yes, thank you very much, Dan. I love talking and it shows. The price of the Allison chains, we go check on that. We'll get that answer for you in just a moment. And 2022, Kim is back outside. Let's go ahead and check this out. And the line, hey guys, everybody, woo! Oops, I think we hear it there. Oh, they chose to mute. So, okay, I can't hear you guys, but there we are. We can hear a little bit. All right. So, she just unmuted. So I guess we'll go back one more time. Woo! They're in her. Yep, there we go. All right. So we'll pass out those numbers. What was the price on?
16 on the Allison chains.
16 on the Allison chains. We only have a few of those to go. Okay. One other thing, too, I forgot to mention earlier. Once we get through the hoopla of the morning of Record Store Day and all of the stuff slows down, in addition to the massive, I'm just talking stellar vinyl drop that I'm teasing here, at noon tomorrow, we will put out a batch of mystery bags. So just for the uninitiated, that's 10 records for $1. Most of them are from the Dollar Room, but there's going to be some goodies in there. And I know for a fact that at least one of them will have a previous Record Store Day exclusive tucked away somewhere in there. So mystery bags tomorrow as well. So I can't think of anything else to add. Is there any other questions, or you got them?
No.
Okay. So once again, folks, we appreciate you watching our Record Store Day preview. Don't forget the line is already out there and good to go. We will open our doors at 8 a.m. tomorrow here at Radio Wasteland. For these hardy souls who are already in line, I will be here at 5 a.m. and we will be passing out numbers to them and let them take a nap. So on that note, it's time to go put out our little 45 shaped cookies for Record Store Day elves when they come to visit us on Record Store Eve. I think I'm talking to hear myself talk at this point. So, yes. All right. You folks have a great evening and happy Record Store Day. We will see you all tomorrow at the Wasteland. Don't forget vintage vinyl drop coming up in just a couple of minutes. Watch for the video. No holds on the vintage vinyl until noonish or so tomorrow. Check that out. You guys have a great Record Store Day. And we will talk to you next time from Radio Wasteland Records. One more woo outside. All right, everybody have a good night. Thanks.